just a little bit away from first pitch. And today's starter, Reynaldo Lopez.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Albies hauls it in, and there's one away. Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Foul ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. So now 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here in Atlanta, towing the slab in today's game, Steven Matz.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Herrera down to first with it, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna with some impressive production lately. Pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances.
Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout. Back at Truist Park, here's Nolan Gorman.
Second baseman, Nolan Gorman.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Hot shot to third. Throw on to Olsen. 1 up, 1 down. Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. Outside low. And that's ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close. And that's their first base runner of the game. Here's Nolan Arenado. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. Just missed. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
At the plate, Mason Wynn. Softly hit to third, but it kicks foul. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that's in the dirt. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul tip, and he hangs on. That's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Olson went deep in his most recent game. And that's through there for a strike. Now 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Now the third baseman. In the air to left center. Donovan makes the grab for the second out. Here is Austin Riley. And that one hammered back there. That's long gone. His fourth home run of the season. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now the right fielder, Schneider. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. And we're back, and now it's going to be Pedro Pajes. And a ball and 2 strikes.
That's ball 2. 2-2 the count.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Harris after it. Makes the catch for the out. 1 down. So the batting order turns over. Now batting Michael Ciani. That one finds the zone, and it's 2-2.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Now the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan. And the right-hander deals. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
2 down, nobody on. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Back here in Atlanta as we go to the last of the third. Here's Sean Murphy. Right side, hard hit. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Nick Allen next up for the Braves.
Nick Allen.
The shortstop takes the ball. Ground ball up the middle. Win. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And it's going to wind up out of play. Now before the 1-1, time is called. Allen leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Just missed. Matz throws over, and he's back in safely. The 2-1. Just missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
First and second, 1 out. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. Swing and a drive, deep right field, way back there. And it's off the wall. The relay to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Here's Marcelo Zuna. Grounded to third. Could be two. There's one. Out. And that's two. Back at Truist Park. And now it's Ivan Herrera. Check swing, and he went. That's strike two.
2 strikes.
On the ground to short. Allen tosses to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Nolan Gorman. That misses, and it's 2-1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
And it's caught for the out. Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Lopez fires. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here is Matt Olson. Late swing, foul to the left.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Here's the third baseman.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Trying to move him over here. And a foul ball. Runner on the go. On the ground. Stops it on a slide. And that's a great play for the out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. Outside low. And that's ball 2.
He got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
On the ground to the left. In plenty of time to first. And there's 2 down. Davis Schneider next up for the Braves. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. They must be going crazy in the dugout. His second of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, you can never fault a guy for going after a hitter in a 3-2 count. He tried to challenge him, but just didn't have enough to get it by him. Really good swing, and a nice home run.
So here's Murphy now. Yeah, that's fouled off. Slides, but he can't come up with it.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And now here is Nick Allen. That one hit to right. Ciani makes the grab, and that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Nolan Arenado. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And it's a leadoff double for their first hit of the game. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. Hit hard, base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals.
You know, these Cards just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Got him looking. Strikeout number 8. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And it is out of here. A 3-run dinger. It's 3-3.
If there's a most predictable count to get a fastball, it's still 3 balls and 1 strike. I'll tell you what, that hitter was ready for it. He got his pitch, and he absolutely unloaded on it.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Michael Ciani. That one the other way. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Now a chance for Brendan Donovan. And that is out of play. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across, and we're at the top of the 5th. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. That's his 9th strikeout so far. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. That smash towards center. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
McGreevy checks on first, and he's back in there. Nobody out, runner at first. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. And safe. It's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Brings it in. And there's 1 down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Runner breaks for third. Strike in there. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Harris stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Ozuna swings and drives one. Well hit to left. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 4-3. Here's Matt Olson.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
2-1 now. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Back there. And gone! And they add to the lead. It's 5-3.
Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
2 outs, nobody on. Now the third baseman. And it's fouled away. Now all even up. Stays alive. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Last half of inning number 5. just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or an into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the
runner takes off. Pitch misses inside. And that's a stolen base, not even close. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First and second, 2 outs. And here is Davis Schneider. And a ground ball to first. Oh, great stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Ivan Herrera. Lopez ready to fire now. Hit weakly on the ground. Allen slings to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And the batter now, Nolan Gorman. That's down and in.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one finds the corner, and now 2-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other.
Allen over to Albies.
That's an out.
And that's 2. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. And here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. And now 1 and 2.
Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, and he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. It bangs off the wall. Murphy around third. He'll score.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Just missed out on a home run.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris II. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Runner on the go. Pitch inside. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Runner goes again. There's a ball. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And now make it 4 stolen bases in the game for him. Well struck, right field. Back there. And that one is gone over the right field wall. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add a couple more. It's 9-3.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Puts it away for the out. Yeah, the batter now, Matt Olson. Still only one out here in the inning. This to third. Arenado zips it across, and Olson is set down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman. Out towards right center field. Nice grab on the run. And the inning is over. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Bryce Elder.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Elder fires. That one ripped. Harris makes the play. 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Throw on to Olson, and 2 away to start the 7th. 2 down, base is empty. Mason Wynn getting ready to hit. That one finds the zone. Going to count 1 and 2. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
he
in the
lived
Hall
in your
of
neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Matthew Liberator on to pitch here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. So, man aboard, Davis Schneider. Next up for the Braves. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
No outs. Runner on second. Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's the catcher to hit, Sean Murphy. Man at second. Out towards right center. That's well struck. This one could be trouble. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that.
They turn things over to the southpaw, John King. He last pitched 2 days ago. Nick Allen next up for the Braves. That one finds the corner, and it's 1 and 2. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Up the middle, that's a hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out.
On the tag.
Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves.
We got
Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it. Liner, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming home. One run across, and it throws off line, safe at third.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive.
Oh, and a great stop over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Back here in Atlanta, we're at the top of the 8th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Pedro Pajes. Just missed. To the right side. Takes it himself. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. And now the right fielder, Michael Ciani. That one to first, Olsen. And he handles it himself for the out. Here's the left fielder, Brendan Donovan.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Schneider makes the catch, inning over. Bottom of the 8th. Here's Matt Olsen down. That one hammered center field back there. And that one hops the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Time called now. So now pinch hitter for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. Nice opportunity for him. Runner at second with nobody out. Olsen leads off second with nobody out.
That's out.
Next offering is down low. Line drive caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter, even though you know that.
So they turn things over to the righty, Ryan Fernandez. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Here is Austin Riley. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. The run comes in from second, and they now lead by 9. And he'll reach second with one away.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Digging in, Davis Schneider. Slider misses outside. The other way, and foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Man at second. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. To the right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. Flip to the pitcher is in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Pajes puts it away, and that's the third out. Orlando Arcia into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. Now the catcher up to hit. Ivan Herrera. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. New pitcher for the Braves, Aaron Bummer.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
1 out, bases empty. Misses off the inside. Now 2-2. And before the pitch, he steps off. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. So now the DH spot, Alec Burleson. Misses the sweeper.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Bummer is just 1 strike away. That one is absolutely belted. In 1 hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves take the series opener here at home.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.